You're superb, and I just got out of watching Cocaine Bear. This was definitely one of my highly anticipated films to watch of the year. All the trailers and stuff that I've seen was really exciting. It just seemed like one of those kind of silly, stupid kind of concepts, but it's actually based off a real story, just with a little bit of a twist, and they try to put some comedic uh, elements into this movie as well. But I have to say, real talk, I'm a little disappointed with this movie. After watching it, I guess because I had high expectations, I was thinking that I was going to get a little bit more. And let me explain. So, like I said, if you see in the trailer, they kind of break it down to you. The movie starts off with this guy throwing a bunch of cocaine out of a plane, and they land, in random spots, and it makes worldwide news. This happens because the pilot wasn't able to, get his parachute out in time, so he ended up dead. It ended up turning into a whole crime scene where we get introduced to one of our characters that he's kind of like our lead detective, kind of looking into this case and trying to take down this drug dealer named Sydney. I'm drawing a blank on his last name, but yes, he is pretty much, that's his drugs that the cops are trying to get their hands on and whatnot. And with this coke being everywhere, it falls into the forest, and it happens to get eaten or consumed by a bear. And this is where you get the whole cocaine bear, and the people that are working for this drug dealer Sydney go out and try to go look for it. There's a bunch of different characters that end up crossing paths eventually with themselves and other characters, and also the cocaine bear. Now, my disappointment comes from is just the lack of the cocaine bear itself. Now, when the cocaine bear is on screen, that's when the movie really is at its highs. When he's not on screen, that's where it's really at the lows, because like I said, you have all these intertwining characters and storylines that me personally, I did not really care about, except for there's this one storyline where these two kids, Henry and Dee Dee, go to play hooky, and they go out into the woods, and they are the kind of like, they also kind of confront the bear. And you have the mother of Dee Dee that also is a character in this that goes to look for her. That was probably like the most interesting storyline. Everything else, with the drug dealers and stuff like that, O'Shea Jr.'s Jackson, whatever, his character, I didn't really care for. Like, the humor really didn't do nothing for me, even though there were times that I did giggle, here and there. But still just wasn't really hitting. I just didn't care for none of the characters. The story was really lacking. The highlight is just the cocaine bear, and the violence was definitely hit or miss, because there were some cool kills, but there were some also kills that kind of pissed me off. Like, why do we have to constantly cut away from things, or we just gotta see just a mangled body part? Why can't we just see it in its graphic detail? But it is what it is. I guess it's just because of budget, because this is a whole CGI bear, just to keep you in mind. And it's not bad, but it's definitely noticeable. They make him kind of goofy, kind of like a goof, but he's just high off his ass, just looking for coke and stuff. And like I said, you just give us more cocaine bear of him just slaughtering people, I think you would have a better movie. But it was just very, very lackluster in that area, and it just kind of made the movie really drag longer than it needed to be. For a movie that was like an hour and 30, it felt longer than it needed to be. But like I said, I like the kid characters like Dee Dee and Henry. Henry is definitely funny as shit. You know what I'm saying? That scene between Henry and Dee Dee when they get their hands on some coke, that shit's hilarious to me. Other than that, like I said, the storylines with like the park ranger, didn't really care about. Just wanted to see these characters just get messed up in the worst possible ways. But it was just a little disappointing. Overall, I think some people will walk out of this movie finding it entertaining. And it's not that type of film that you go into expecting like Oscar-worthy type of performances out of people. It's meant to be silly, doesn't really take itself too serious. So I kind of could give it the benefit of the doubt. I just wish they would have just done more. That's all I have to say about this movie. But if you've seen this movie, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Till next time, I'll see y'all in the next video.